Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to As We Descend. It is one part roguelike deck builder, one part kind of city slash kingdom builder, and it's also, from what I remember, fairly hard. I played the demo for this a little while ago, and I'm happy to report that it is finally out on Steam, so if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It is in early access, so I don't entirely know how much content is missing, but this is genuinely one of the best looking roguelike deck builders I have seen in years, and it isn't just Slay the Spire again, which I appreciate. There's definitely a lot of influence there, but the whole city building part, is extremely cool. Ooh, is this kind of a meta progression system? Maybe. So we can choose different origins, but then we have these extra tabs too. So origin votive, key traits empowered. Your roots lay with the crafters and forgesmiths of the votive faction. Empowered charges up. The empowered perk for this unit can be stacked once per squad member. Command used to play cards. Rune used to discard a card from hand and draw a new one. Start each battle with 3 rune. Persists between runs. Vault AI integrated dynamics. This stuff. There's no way this is gonna stick around. Oh, I guess it is, but none of this is worth reading. I'm a huge sucker for these, like, kind of status screen loading screens. The original Mega Man X on PC had that when you were, like, loading, it would have just, like, a bunch of meaningless statistics go by, and I thought it was very charming and immersive. To perform actions in the city, drop cards onto locations. The summons, a command bearing the blood seal of Troika. You'd be wise to go. Before you stands the Lord Attendant, a high steward of missives and speaker for the Troika Regency. The cycle brings mixed tidings. The force field has drained the Vault City's energy, and the Vault City's energy has abandoned us. The commoners whisper of the end times, but know that this means Ava will fulfill the prophecy. May the machine god bring us to heaven. The Troika Council has decided. You are granted the title of Warden the Wall. You will retrieve the parts to restore energy to the city. Warden the Wall? It's not a title granted lightly. The restriction on venturing into blighted land remains for those in the city, but you will be able to pass beyond the gates with a handful of loyalists. Once you cross that threshold, there is but a small price to pay. You are exiled beyond the wall for fear of rotten taint. Make camp outside our gates. And if I refuse, none can disobey the Troika. Then I shall be the first. What happens if I choose that? He gives the slightest glance to the guards. You hear clanking of their armor. Time stands still for a moment before they take the first step. Remain steadfast. The guards approach, weapons drawn. The council is unanimous. Quickly and mercifully, their spears meet. Fade to black. I just lose the game. Sorry. Whenever I'm given one of those, I have to try it. Ooh. Okay, so actually that worked out for me. We've now unlocked stuff. Not much. New unit unlock. New rare unit is the Votive Purifier. Okay, so these are unit unlocks that we can get. So, draft an Arbalist unit. Save the city from the power crisis. Soak 150 damage on the Vanguard with armor on barrier. Draft 2 guild units. Win as the Votive Origin. So these seem to be more unlocks than meta progression. You know, that makes sense. Alright, well, that guy freaking died. Let's play as a new guy. I actually had a dream about this. I was running a tabletop RPG campaign where everybody was playing as, like, kind of spirits, creatures from beyond the veil that were, like, helping RPG characters. Kind of like, I mean, when you're playing a video game, you're functionally controlling somebody else. And just the idea of, oh, hey, we actually have a couple of things now. You know, the idea of, you know, one character falls and you just immediately swap to the next one, kind of weird body snatcher style. Alright, so let's go find this reactor rod. Take your forces to the expedition and the expedition party. Bring them to the rally point to depart and find the reactor part. I also bequeath these envoys to you. After you repower the city, using the rod, make use of them to compel citizens to your cause. 2 times expedition force, 2 times envoy. Collect and leave. Locations work differently depending on the type of card used. Certain cards can only be dropped in certain locations. City cards don't cost anything to play. Your expedition, force, and envoy cards will return to you after each cycle. Okay, send your forces along with 5 scavengers to scavenge resources outside the city, and then we have envoys. So they can interact with people in the city, but only if they have a slot. They also have separate stats, so strength, intelligence, and charisma. Higher stats improve certain things. So that's deploy an expedition. I believe we have a limited amount of time, too. Well, let's go to the dark alley. With nary a light, save the ember's glow, your envoy gets stuck in a side alley. This cloying darkness would surely be dispelled should you restore power to the city. Given their predicament, you might as well scrounge something up. Light glimmers to the left, and noise catches their attention to the right. So, we can get favor, which... okay, used to play special combat actions, or we can get money. I think I'm gonna go for money. All the noise, gain money. Minor pittance of coins, left behind hastily from some fleeing commoner. Kind of weird about that part. Okay, so the city must be repowered first. Deploy an expedition. The scavengers take out a map with pins of nearby objectives. They trust you to choose a destination. They'll need you to protect them from the hazards outside the safety of the walls. Remember, the Lord Attendant said to retrieve the reactor rod. Accept their favor, choose a destination, and depart. Okay, so we have an amplifier module, or we have a reactor rod. We're gonna go here. We need that power. Scaler. Enemies will scale quickly in power as battle wears on. Attack bonus. Increase attack power. Okay, so we only have this Vanguard, so we can slap them in. They add... okay, so a couple of things. We have kind of our generic battle deck, but then we have 3 more that come with this specific unit. And we can modify cards within that. Okay. So, move intent will move to the other zone. So this game is split into zones. We have the support zone, we have the guard zone, we have another guard zone, and okay. So, I'm not exactly going to say it's Tug of War-Z. See. So I could spend favor if I wanted to. Power the lantern to duplicate the first card each turn. I don't actually know how to trigger this. Let's see. Yeah, Runic Recycler, we got some other things. And I think I can also... yeah, have the... I can also have the lantern shield itself if I want to. Okay, so we auto-attack for enemies getting in range. See enemy intents, allowing you to plan around their actions. When you end the turn, the enemy will perform the intended action. Enemy intends to do a standard attack, which can reach your units even in the support zone, buried to absorb the damage, stagger enemies to interrupt them. The stagger, I believe, is, yeah, the yellow barrier. So we have smite, 4 damage and stagger, shield slam, deal 9 damage and dizzy, but only if they're in the guard zone. We have reposition, smite, stagger, some other things. So dizzy, extra stagger, counts down every turn. Unfortunately, I have no way to shield them further, but we did get them staggered. Okay, you can target weak points for massive damage. Unfortunately, out of juice. But that's okay. So we have empowered to a friendly unit, improving it for the rest of the battle. Okay, so that's actually quite good. We also have reposition and smite. There's no way I'm going to be able to stagger this guy in time. So I think I'm going to do an alacrity for starters. Let's see what we can get. We get a shield slam. I could try shield slamming and smiting. Okay, we staggered them out of that attack. And do we do it in power? Maybe. I think I will. Okay. So, let's just leave that there. I don't want to use too much favor, so I think that's going to be the upper limit of how much I spend. Okay, so this guy's staggered, stunned. Let's see, so that would do 6 damage to them or only 4 to them. I think I'm just going to hit this guy and hope we can take him out. Nah. I don't actually know what determines who aims where. Okay. Guess I could have actually just hit them some more, but it's fine. And also, it doesn't matter if my units take too much damage here. You know, they heal to full after every battle, I believe. Whoa. This is new. So we have 5 scavengers, so we can get the exposed cache. And we can get a major growth. %. So, I have some scavengers. I have 5 scavengers that I could spend. So I could spend 3 here, 4 here. But I'm going to try this one. Ancient data log. Radiant lines matching Ava's crown. Because, yeah, I can't get the rest. So I might as well. We're about to... Oh, skip rewards. Good thing you told me. Warden, you were sent to get a reactor rod. This resource simply won't repower the city and will be of little use until after the power is restored. Okay, fair enough. Is it just gone? Oh no, it's in my discard. It is as foretold. The Warden brings radiant hope back to the city. The workers will immediately restore critical power. This will give you access to the market plaza, along with adding a meager force field to our defenses. Be wise to find more, yet you mentioned trouble outside the walls. Insectile horrors lurk beyond. Raises an eyebrow. Just some filthy molters. In case you run into anything bigger, we're sending you these imbued crossbows. Small squad... let's see, a small squad of crossbow troopers file in. Be careful with them. It's the last of our spare Mythion reserves. If you're expecting further reinforcements, you'll need to furnish the Mythion yourself. Why the need for special equipment to field more units? The Mythion used for miasma-proof equipment lurks well outside the safe reaches of the city. If you want more followers to join you outside the walls, you'll need to recover them yourselves. Okay, so draft a new unit, restore 20 force field. So we can get Arbalist, Arbalist, or Arbalist. It seems like they all have Empowered Flurry. Increase the number of hits for its auto attack. So we have Wild Volley, 5 damage times 4 hits scattered amongst the frontmost enemies. That's pretty good. Yeah, it looks like the top 2 are always the same. Precision Shot, 10 critical damage. Or Easy Trigger, Flurry 1, Exerted. So, multi-attacks gain extra hits, but skips its auto action, and cards cost 1 more energy, but only for a turn. That's tricky. I'm curious about if Flurry is permanent. Let's give it a shot. Or permanent. If it doesn't tick down, can I stack multiple tiers of Flurry over the course of a battle? Wild Volley probably was the better choice, but still. Okay, so we have an envoy, so we can go to the market shop or we can go to the market plaza. I don't know if I have much money to spend yet. It's the cycle of radiance. Almost stop their work and worship. So we can gain Bile Serum, apply attack bonus 2 to any unit, loses 2 health. Or we can gain 2 favor, which we've lost. I'm actually going to go for the Bile Serum. A fortuitous visit. Alright, and we don't have anything else to do, so let's do another expedition. So, unit limit 2, we could go get an artifact fragment, or we can get some copper or an amplifier module. Let's go here. If it takes 2 units, this way I can actually mess around with them. Okay, Armor Shred. Reduced armor. Negative armor increases damage instead. On death, Vermin afflicts you with gunk. Okay, so we have... so we can gain bonus scavengers if we want to. That's interesting. I'm not confident in my ability to do amazingly well at the moment. So I don't think I want to mess with it. Okay, do we want to empower these guys? Increase the number of hits for its auto attack. Let's see. Shield slam. Probably these guys. I figure out, hit him with a crit. We are going to take some damage here. Okay. Guarding, because it's in the guard zone, enemies with standard attacks must hit guarding units first. Okay. We have a smite. And I think I'm going to just do a double light barrier, so they don't take damage. Oh, that sucker can heal itself. That's not fun. Okay. Bile serum. Let's see. If I do quick shot. No, I'm going to do easy trigger and then a pair of light barriers. They're stunned for this round, but the next round, I think they're going to be able to flurry for even more damage. Yeah, 3 times 6. That's awesome. Ooh. And that applies to all of their attacks, not just their auto attack. Okay, it's doing 6 again. Let's just do a barrier and a smite. Might actually stagger them. Guess I could have done an easy trigger. However, the auto attack does a ton of damage. And just slap him one more time. Alright, well this is going reasonably well. Alright, so I have 5 scavengers again. So let's pick that up. And I cannot get to this one because it is blocked. So I guess we're going to snag that, get some money. Snag this, get some more money. 25% chance. We'll get some favor. Okay, so got an item card. Trade this in the city for rewards. We can bring it to the reliquary. Thank you for retrieving this precious relic. You have but one half needed to piece together a powerful technology. If you find another, it would be most pleasing if you bring them to me. Locations go on a cooldown after certain event choices. Cooldowns count down until the end of the cycle. Okay, and looks like that's everything I've got. Okay, unknown locale. Your units have been healed by the Innkeeper's blessing at the beginning of its cycle. Make sure to stop by for a drink. Give your men some additional rest. Oh, so okay, they don't heal between battles, they heal between cycles. Your old mentor is hammering away at a red-hot copper plate. Looks like you've seen better days. That council truly has some wild ideas, he laughs. Still, I knew I taught you well enough that you'd survive. Come over by the hearth. Draft a new combat card for your units. Okay, so Feeble and Dizzy. So, reduces enemy attack damage and gives them Dizzy. So that's good. Deals 7 damage and apply Fixation. Whenever enemy with Fixation is hit this turn, apply Burning. Or another easy trigger. Feeble and Dizzy is tempting. Let's grab Firebolts. Okay, so we have another ancient data log. Bring it over here. The cryptic data log is placed in Altar of Ava. Before leaving, draft a miracle card, or, after reaching the next depth, permanently gain 1 max rune. Let's draft a miracle card for now. These are single use, attack bonus, stagger bonus, and armor bonus. These are single use. Okay. Persistent barrier retains... Oh, I see, but counts down every turn. Let's go for Blessed Champion for now. Okay, so we have 2 expedition forces, 2 envoys. Let's go back over here. So we have the rally point. We can visit there. Oh, but not fully. Let's go to the Innkeeper. The Tasty Grub is a filthy establishment filled with raucous celebration and carefree revelry. This would be a good place to encounter people of interest. So we could gain some favor. If I leave, do I not spend it? Spend the envoy. Damn. Let's go to the market shop. Okay. Draft a new technology. Charisma greater than 11, high risk to succeed. So we can buy some favor. We can forget a lantern card. Get some bandages. Or draft a new Ava Miracle card. Forget a lantern card. Maybe not, actually. Oh, but I've already spent the money. Damn. Well, do we try it? Failure. Okay, so I did not buy it. I don't know if that was really worth it either. Oh well, we're learning. There's a bustle at the rally point, and the scavengers is halted. Something's emerging from the corruption. We dare not provoke it. Prepare. Shore up the defenses around the city instead of venturing outside. City folk speak of shapes that stir within the miasma. Take caution. Single use, ready the defenses. So we can go to the forum, or we can go to our old mentor. With the ominous encroaching miasma on the horizon, your mentor offers to prepare. Draft a new combat for units, or spend one to choose which unit to teach, so I can actually improve a unit permanently. Or no. I was hoping we get a new perk. Let's see. Apply fixation to an enemy. And critical aim. Pincushion, fixation to an enemy. And if they're in guard zone, they do rapid flurry. Or rapid release. I was really hoping I'd be able to get one of these perks, but it looks like no. Critical aim would certainly be interesting. Oh, we can also see upgrades of these cards. Let's see. The rapid release becomes free. Yeah, I was hoping to get a passive upgrade. The problem with more cards is my deck becomes kind of full of junk. Okay. Pay the Piper, spawner. Enemies can spawn additional minions. Always hit your lantern. Alright. So we have Rapid Release, Blessed Champion. Give it to them, reposition them so they can actually hit. Could do it in Alacrity. I think I will. So we have a couple of quick shots. Firebolts. I don't have another reposition. But I can set it on fire a bunch. Okay, let's hope, because we have that fixation, we are just going to keep hitting it so it keeps burning. Okay, certain attacks like the guard break attack and lob attack will always miss when you have no units in that zone. Alright, well, let's reposition these suckers. So, barrier intent and affliction intent. Let's see. Burning fixation. I mean, not much for it. I figure if I kill the Pied Piper really quickly, That's going to do the most to it. Burning 4 counts down every turn. We have easy trigger. Let's move these guys back. Do an easy trigger for now. Nobody is attacking anyone. Oh. Destroying this will actually prevent it from spawning minions. And yeah, let's give them some barrier. I think they have some persistent barrier, but that's it. Okay. So guard break is gonna hit the guard zone. Otherwise I could try and kill him. Dread is unplayable. We do have an alacrity if I want to. Take damage after each turn. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna delete him from existence, actually. Well, that was actually shockingly easy. The walls hold for now. It's grim work, but the scavengers cut away parts from the carcasses as best as they can, so we get a corrupted core and an artifact fragment. Lantern Researcher. With the sudden influx of new artifacts in this city, there's a reignited spark of curiosity among the guild. Oh, sorry, that's not voice acted. Or that's not something for me to voice. These recent discoveries have also brought a renewed sense of danger. We seek the Warden's advice to guide the guild's election of a new provost. What do you make of the new findings? So we can acquire an investigator, high intelligence, or a brute, high strength. Let's go investigator. Always wise to keep an open mind. Let us venture forth in the name of insight. He segues into an incredible lecture that enraptures the whole guild hall. The researchers sent a new ally to aid your cause. The veteran Forge Master would be willing to train your troops for the new threat. Draft a new combat card for your units. Deal damage. Fleeting attack to all friendlies. Do probably that. Okay, so what do we have? So Charisma rests at the tavern. Chance encounter could go there. Can buy goods and services. Let's send an envoy to the market plaza for now. New location discovered Tinker. Shop with strange knickknacks from a bygone time. The charming Tinker is delighted to make your acquaintance. She holds a broken charm, an ornamental trinket. It's your choice. You can get a useless charm, seemingly useless antique. Let's snag it. A tasteful choice. You see the possibilities that could be. Stop by the shop whenever. You'll be able to find more like it. Collect all and leave. Okay, so she's, I think, on cooldown? Yeah, she's on cooldown. So, the main question is, I could use some favor. Failure. Well, at least we get one. And our charisma goes up. Okay, and we get an investigator. So I could try and buy goods. Or I could keep doing chance encounters. Okay. Equivalent exchange. She runs up to your ally. The market is moving fast. Are you buying or selling? So you can sell a favor for 35 or buy 3 favor for 5 coins. A fortuitous visit. I'll take it. Okay, so we have a corrupted core. So the rabble was correct. Monstrosities lay at the heart of the storm. We must be vigilant with the threat. So close to the city, the council requests that you take further action to safeguard the outside. Perhaps a new rare unit, or is there a solution other than fighting? Lord Attendant raises an eye. This was not an offer one could refuse. Order must be upheld. Draft a new rare unit. So we can get the knight, who is... Empower the knight to increase its attack power based on armor. Has 2 armor, reduces damage taken from every hit, cannot reduce below 1. And there's only 2 units. Base stats scale with its squad size. Huh. So we have armor to advance, move to guard zone, apply fleeting armor. Intercept, 6 damage, 12 stagger. And then shoulder bash. Stagger equal to armor times 5. So I do like the knight a lot. We also have the Zealot and the Bombardier. Bombardier, empower the Bombardier, causes auto attack to do splash damage. I know it's kind of generic considering I've already used them in the demo, but I like the knight. I like frontliners. Because I'm going to try and turn my archers into, you know, aggro burn multi-strike units. And I need something in front to eat those hits. So we can draft a new tech. So we can get, when you recycle an ethereal card, you draw an extra card. Increase stagger multiplier of Dizzy to 2 times, or after you recycle your 3rd card each turn, you gain an energy. I don't think I have ethereal cards. I do have Dizzy. I think I'm going to go for the Ultra Dense Gauntlet. So that's how I get my passives. Alright. And looks like we're going out into the city. So we can do amplifier module. We can get some copper or another amplifier module. Let's keep going for the duo groups, I think. Okay, put affliction cards in your battle deck, guard break, and lob. So it seems like mostly siege. The scavenger bonus would be nice, but I just don't trust. And I think I'm actually going to skip using the knights for a bit. Okay. So what do we have? We have easy trigger, we also have empower. Reposition them. Looks like they're going to hit me, kind of no matter what. Oh. Shoot. I should have moved them. Okay. See if I can get them staggered. Let's see, gain 2. I'm going to enfeeble him and do a light barrier. So I'm going to hope that these guys shoot this guy and stun him. Oh, no. Okay. They shoot after. That's tragic. Okay. And they also hit the guard. Give them a bit of barrier. Yeah, so that really messed up my archers. Okay. Let me double check. Yep, you're aiming at the right one. I kind of wish these zones were a little bit more obvious. And I don't think it matters that much. Hit them. And then hopefully with auto attack, we kill this guy. Yep. Okay. Rapid release. Just take him out. Yeah, it could have gone a bit better. At least we can heal and get some other things. Okay, so I think I'm going to go for this. This one has something interesting, but I'm going to go here, get an artifact fragment, and then we can roll the dice on this one and draft a new combat card. Let's see, evasive action, move to a support zone, draw. 4 damage and 10 stagger. Actually, crushing blow is extremely good. My only immediate problem is... Oh, hello, draft a lantern card. So, gain 2 rune. Apply empowered 2. Or 5 damage adds melting point to hand. Ethereal deal 5 damage. Apply burning equal to health damage dealt. Do actually really like Pilot Light. Oh, the only immediate problem is it's not cheap. You actually have to pay for that. Let's try Inner Radiance. Okay. No locations available. And we can do another. Alright. So, flyers, increase attack power, 2 stacks, powerful attack. Might not hit my Herbalist in the back. But certainly hope they won't. Okay, so what do we have? We have Alacrity, Smite, Barrier. Looks like they're both aiming for the guard zone, so that actually gives me some time. Because, yeah, I could smite one of these guys, but I think I'm going to wait. Isn't giving me what I was hoping for. Kind of is. Okay. I guess this is a couple. Alright, who do we mess up? This guy. I was really hoping to stun him. End turn. It's fine. They both miss. Now they're staggered. Okay, so let's reposition the guards. Do we do a dust bomb? Try and stagger them, or do a bunch of damage? Or do we go for... No, let's just do a bunch of damage to this guy. Alright, so we have Inner Radiance for double in power. And let's see. And with a fixation, cycle that. Kind of tacky, but yeah, we want to just take him out. I could do an empower, but I don't think we need it. Oop. Firebolts into Shield Slam. Sure, let's give it a shot. Yeah. I should have done Shield Slam into Firebolts, but alas. Because I might have actually been able to stun him with that one. I'm kind of spoiled by... ooh. We could get some favor and then something. Or Biomass Anomaly, rare organic item. Sure, let's give this a shot. Super Grub. And we get another Power Core. I really like this new loot system, it feels good. Okay, so we can restore Reactor. Most excellent. The council will be pleased. Restore 20 barrier. Force field is slowly being pieced back together, staving off the miasma and beast alike. So we also have the grub, so we can bring it to our mentor. But I think I'm going to do a new locale, just in case we find something interesting. Grub has a multitude of medical uses. Its guts can be used for infusion, can leech toxin, or can even form symbiosis to give life to a fallen warrior. Restore units to max health. Need a dead unit, no wounded units. I'm going to leave that. And no locations available. I figure we'll get the grub for the next turn. Probably. Alright, looks like we've got an incursion coming in. Draft a new card. Let's see. Next attack does burning equal to damage dealt. Next card you play this turn costs 0. And if in support zone, draw 1. Yersh. Okay, so we have the super grub again. We're going to give it to him. Those who consume the super grub are imbued with unnatural stamina, the perfect condition for training. Ooh, enhance a card. I don't... Oh, I see. So this lets me enhance a card. Okay, so quick draw draws another card. That makes it free. That just increases the base damage. Firebolts gives extra burning. That makes readiness free. More stagger. More armor. More initiative. More dizzy. Free. More damage and stagger. A lot of quick draw. I think I'm going to go for the firebolts. Okay, then we're going to go to the envoy? No. Oh no. The innkeeper's on cooldown. Well, envoy to the tinker. Good luck with that thing out there. Okay, fortuitous repair. Attempt to restore the useless charm. Charm glows warmly. You have gained a unique lantern tech. Alright, don't know what to do with that. We also have a forum. Oh. Send an item here. Well, let's bring that back to them. Let's see. Do investigator the shopkeeper. So I could draft a new tech. Let's see. Draft a miracle. Ava's answer to your draw pile. Then draw 1. 42 stagger. And if it's staggered, apply stun. 10 damage and 20 stagger to a random enemy, or just stun the hell out of something. Use Celestial Salvation. And grab a little bit of favor. Rip my money, but about as prepared as I'm going to get. Oh, could have gotten a barrier gizmo. That actually would have been nice. Oh well. Swap all light barrier guards with Trick of the Light cards. Yes. A guild experimenter is working on a special barrier device. If he infuses this device by overloading its circuitry with power from the force field grid, might be able to achieve a breakthrough. Okay, let's go to the forum. Oh. Brief respite in a turbulent time. We are going to heal my arbalists. And next cycle. Now this should be boss time? Yep. Okay, the behemoth. Oh, he big. Determines the amount of aftershock created, counts up after magnitude rising is used, apply exerted, cleave attackers, attacks have a chance to strike all of your units within a zone. Alright. I mean, it actually looks like my guards have healed a smidge. So that's good at least. What do these guys get? Increases attack power based on armor. Hate to say it, we need them more. Okay, so it's doing an infliction intent. So we have armor advance. Move my knight up. Move these guys up. We have intercept. I think later I can actually take this thing's pieces off. Bandages on them. Nah. I'll just do an intercept now. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look at this guy a little bit more. So attack intent. Looks like he's hitting the front for 16. Not much I can do. Gonna give him feeble and dizzy. I think I'm gonna give them empower for the stagger bonus. He's doing 13, which is not my favorite. I'm gonna toss easy trigger for now. Give him fire bolts. Get him stunned. Perfect. Okay, so now we can actually aim for each of his parts, and he's going to get a bunch of burning for this. Okay, readiness. Next card I play costs nothing. If they're in the support zone, draw one. Sadly, not in the support zone. However, take that out. Okay, so he is 13 burning, fixated, bunch of dizzy, and feeble. So dizzy doesn't clear. That's extremely nice. Okay, we have rapid release, armored advance. So once again, aiming for the guard zone. That was probably maybe worth it. Let's do an alacrity. Celestial Salvation. Ava's answer? Ava's answer. Didn't hit him. And unfortunately, its stagger is maxed. I think I'm just going to give them some barrier, give them some armor. Or actually, I can just have them all reposition. There we go. Have a miss. Alright. Oh. What happened? Why do I have so much Ava's answer? I have no idea. But, you know what? Worst comes to worst, I just space laser the boss to death. That was really easy? Wait, phase 2? No. Why did I get so many Ava's answers? I have no idea. But the boss slaying, the fabric of the ground rots and crumbles beneath your feet. The citizens huddle into the safety of the vault city, and its doors seal just in time. It drills deeper into the earth with its massive core laser, beginning its descent. Restore all living units to max health, enter the next depth. Yeah, unfortunately, this does make it one of the longer roguelike deck builders on my list, where we have, what, 4 acts, and each is about 45 minutes long. It takes a while. And maybe more like 35, 40. The city's sudden descent lands its citizens in unknown shores. With a hastily scavenged Mythian core from the slain boss, the time is ripe to swell your ranks, draft a new rare unit. We can get the Bell Maiden, empowered to all other friendlies, attack bonus 2 to all support zone friendlies, damage and feeble, and reposition plus. That's pretty good. You can get a Bombardier, and damage to an enemy, apply armor break to all enemies, and remove exerted from all units. Fleeting attack plus 1 for each exerted removed. He's actually a really good pair with my Arbalists. Aesthetic. Switch a unit zone, wave motion, fist to your hand. Jab exerted. So she does empowerment, which is quite good. But I think I'm going to go for the Bombardier. Because armor break is actually going to be extremely useful. Probably. The scavengers have finished their work cleaning out the massive mysterious core. How did this thing end up inside that monstrous foe? Put it to good use and choose a tech. Craft a new tech. So we can get Zenith Monument. Start of the turn, random card with the greatest cost in the hand costs 1 less to play. After you recycle a card that costs energy, or costs favor, your next card costs less favor this turn, or start of each turn if you have 0 rune, draw more. I'm going to go Zenith Monument. Okay, so I could do an envoy. We want to skip the inn, potentially. Until we've done some more things. Go to the Tinker, see what she has. Gain 2 in 1 cycle, gain 5 in 2 cycles. Okay. I guess let's just pay for some trinkets. Yeah. I could use some money, I could go to the innkeeper for it, but I think we're just going to go out. Well, go to the reactor rod. Okay, flying and executioner, tax unit with the least health. Yeah, I'm not bold enough for those extra scavengers. Let's see. We have Empower, we have Intercept. Okay, they're now staggered. Means they're not hitting me. He's getting stronger. Let's empower them and do a quick shot. Why? Do an armored advance. Trick of the light. Do we do fire bolts? I mean, I suppose I have to. Okay, and then I'm just gonna recycle that. Just do some more damage to him. Okay, now there was 1. And we should do plenty of damage to this guy. All those extra bandages we picked up are actually not too hot for me. Okay, so if I just do Trick the Light. I can also probably just do Easy Trigger. I guess I could have actually not done Easy Trigger and done fine. Oh well. Cost me nothing. Okay, so let's get that power core. And I've got 5 scavengers. Well, I want money. Let's get this one first. Get 11 money. Let's see what this gives me. Barrier to all friendlies. Barrier and empowered. I like Sanctuary. The problem is my deck is getting a little thick. Oh well. Okay, didn't take any damage. So in that case, let's do another expedition. So I could just go get money, or I could go for an amplifier module. Yeah, let's actually just go get money. Okay, flying bomber ammo. Used by the bomber bug to attack must reload. Take damage when you end each turn. Interesting. If I was really bold, I could try. He only has 21 HP. Yeah, let's give this a shot. Sorry, it has 121 HP. Oh, shit. Okay, well. I guess nothing for it. Let's see how this happens. Okay, so we have Trick the Light. We have another Empowered. No target, cannot use that again. I mean, at least we've done a decent chunk of damage to this sucker. I guess we might as well reposition then. There's no reason not to. So I could do easy trigger. How much is it burning? 13. That's pretty good, actually. Do a double Trick of the Light. And then I think I'm going to just do rapid release. For as much damage as I can possibly do. Because yeah, I don't know if Devouring Swarm goes away. It does not. Okay. Sanctuary. Trick the Light. Quick Shot. Negate 50% of incoming melee damage. And yeah, cannot trigger that. Do we want to do easy trigger? I think I will. One more flurry. Splash attack all units no matter where they are in the battle. I mean, that actually is not really too concerning to me. I was not expecting this to work. Oh, that hit my core. I actually don't know what happens with that. Well, the burn to death animation is kind of funny. It's just like, bleh, dead. All right. So, I have 7 scavengers now. Get some favor. Get some money. Let's roll the dice on this. Didn't get it all. Okay, so now what can we do? Investigator, Envoy. Health to all units, cooldown, or talk to locals. We don't really need to resupply, do we? That's more favor. I don't really want to spend money yet. New location, the Noble's Loft. Warden, good to see you. I'm in dire need of assistance. Perhaps we could help each other out. I need to prepare my noble house to make a case for ascendancy. With your patronage, I could make a strong case with the upper terrace. Please, you're my only hope. So, token of friendship, charisma 1. Sure. Yes, wonderful. We're making preparations at once. You're a most wise and gracious patron. Alright. Let's see. So we get some extra favor. Might I interest you in entry into our very exclusive club? Members only. Welcome to the Undermarket. Enforcers let you through, just barely. We've discovered a new location. And we can draft a new combat card for our units. Remove exerted from all units, next card you play, or a preparation. Guess I'm gonna go for another one of those. I should have checked if I could skip it. Okay, so we have our Envoy, so we can do the Undermarket. Nobleman's Loft, buy a delayed favor. Go here. We can upgrade this, so it's empowered 3. Or we can forget empowered. Let's do that. Go back here. Okay. Acquire ally for the next cycle. And advance the quest. Or boost supplies. Okay. The nobleman would be happy to begin his preparations immediately. As an ancient supply cache, they'd like that he would provide enough funding to prepare for his ascent. Or that would provide enough funding for his ascent. Or perhaps he could help him plan his grand speech. Everything must be perfect. We have high int, so plan event, acquire ally for next cycle, and advance the quest. Cooldown 2. Plans are set in motion and assistants swarm to the cause. We have 2 extra allies in the next cycle. And let's go take our chances in the forum. Ooh. Your old mentor has an odd artifact encased in soot and resin. A dissolving agent from the apothecary should do the trick, or you'd have one of your units hammer away at it. 100 gold, sure. Yeah. What's the wound? Gunk whenever you play one of this unit's cards. Well, that's terrible. Barrier received from all sources, or... definitely that one. That wound's rough, though. I'll have to see if I can find ways to remove those. We do, actually, if we can find another one of those bugs. Sword King. Oh. Okay, that's cool looking. Each nail enhances its attack power, armor, and stagger threshold. Equips another nail after recovery. Immune to melee and ranged... wait, immune to melee and ranged attacks. When struck with a melee attack, counter stacks. Okay, well... get gunked up. See how this goes. So he is just doing melee. Oh, we'll hit a random unit, unless we have somebody in front. Okay, we have intercept. We have rapid release, opening salvo. I mean, yeah, let's take his armor off. Yeah, rapid release and some other things would be kind of nice. But alas. Load the cannon, fleeting attack, fire bolts. Stun this enemy for an extra turn. Okay. Load the cannon. Yeah, so it didn't burn him as much as I'd really hoped for, but that's okay. Barrier and persistent barrier to everybody. Do an alacrity. Let's see. Splash. Attack power based on armor. Unfortunately, we don't have any exertion going on. But that's okay. Didn't get through it. That's a decent chunk of armor. Okay, we have Inner Radiance, 3. Let's see. Ethereal, switch zones. Muddle, some other things. I think I'm just going to give him fleeting armor. Skip the rest? Nah. We're gonna end up with a bunch of trash in my deck, but I can make it work. Alright. So we have an intercept, readiness. Armor to advance. I mean, might as well. You have nothing that's going to do exertion. Break his helm. Yeah, don't get any more, but that's okay. I think we just kill him. That wasn't too bad. And yeah, we do heal just a little bit after every fight. New combat card for my units. So I can skip these. I should keep that in mind. 9 damage to an enemy and apply burning to all enemies in that zone. It's tempting. Or more firebolts. That's not really that helpful. This is kind of tempting. But I think I'm going to skip it. I should have been skipping those this entire time. Corrupted Core. So we can take it to the council, draft a rare unit, or undermark it. Let's see what we can get here. So I can sell money, or get 1 max draft. Let's gain some extra rune. Artifact fragment, so I could bring it to the workshop, or them. Let's try the workshop. This is a new one. You need a repair. Pawn off the part? No. Leaving that for next cycle, I suppose. I really wish you could, like, not do that, but it's okay. Envoy. Buy, delay, favor. Rest of it. Market? No. So I could gain an ally for the next cycle. Because I already have a bunch of allies, so it's not really the most helpful. Okay, so we have a hard battle. Unit limit 4. Well, I'm going to do this first. I do actually have 4 units that I can field. It's a spawner. Okay. Yeah, do I want to just do knight and arbalist? Sure. Okay, so they're just going to be swinging at me in any direction. I have empowered. Probably give them bonus damage. 10 stagger. Barrier and affliction. Splat inflicts junk. Okay, we're not taking any damage. Let's see, Inner Radiance. None of them... Wait, what is this? Oh, it's going to damage itself. Probably to spawn something? Let's see. Do we want to do a quick shot as well? Yeah. I know the gunk is, like, going to be kind of annoying, but I'll manage. There we go. Now we can reposition them. I should have started with readiness. I'm a fool. Let's see. I could do a quick shot, but I think I'm just going to do a flurry. I mean, I've got the juice for it. Not enough damage, though. Alright. Gunk to banish. Cycle that. Do we pop an alacrity? I think we do. Okay, trick the light. And I don't think there's anything else we do. Okay, so the nice part is my Ow. My ranged guys have a whole bunch. That's not enough. If they've got tons of flurry. I could keep stacking that. Tempting. I think we do one gunk, an intercept, just so we don't take any more damage. And then I'm going to keep doing easy trigger. Okay, could you trick the light? I think I'm just going to pop that. Trick the light on him. Four damage times 4 hits. You know what? It's worth it. We're already so gunked up as it is. I was hoping I'd be able to set it on fire at this point. But that's okay. Trick the light on him. I don't think he'll take any damage here. Yeah, so the nice part is these guys just burn everything. Easy sanctuary. And then burn every bit of gunk we've got. I'm paying for it a little bit, but because these guys have auto attacks, it doesn't matter. My only wish was that I had been able to get ooh. Reduces healing received. Give him a mortal wound, burn a gunk. Should be good. Now, do they keep attacking? No, they do not switch targets. That's unfortunate. But that's okay. Pop a bandage on these guys. And then end turn. Because they just kill them off. Perfect. If we can get my knights the ability to gain persistent armor, that'd be absurd. I don't know if we're going to get so lucky, though. Alright, so we get final power core. I have 7 scavengers. Get some favor back. Get the other reactor rod. We don't know what's down here, and that's money. Let's see what we get. Barrier, but also exerted. Empower 2. Barrier. Actually, gonna go for hunker. And we get some stuff. Okay, final reactor rod. Oh, you'd think they'd have something to say about me empowering the whole city. Unless, maybe I have to get the barrier up. Okay, so I could buy goods. Let's go to the... Let's see, is this the one with the extra charisma? No. I don't know what happens if you have extra favor beyond. Nothing. Shame. Toss her here, see if I can buy a new tech. Just shy. Remove a lantern combat card. I guess I'll do that. Where's my empower? Because we already have inner radiance. I'd rather use that. Sadly, I can't buy it, but we can now unlock that option. Okay, so we could get an ancient manuscript. Let's see what this is, because this might unlock something new for me. Hard battle. Okay. All things considered, I think I'm going to leave the Vanguard out of this. I don't think I need them. Okay. 2 times damage, and they're aiming for the Arbalist, which is not the best. So let's do opening salvo on that lad. Gives them all armor break. Unfortunately, oh no, reduced armor. Oh, can't reduce below 0. Now I could do an intercept to try and stun him. Yeah. It was worth a shot. Okay. So, trick the light. Yeah, so the main trick here is they're all heavily aiming for them. I should have gone for that lockstep. Yeah, they're still going to take some damage here. Be pretty bad if they died. However, 2 of them are stunned, so that's good. Do an armored advance. So here's the tough part. They're going to hit for 12. Let's burn that, see what I get. Fleeting attack. It's okay. I think I'm going to cycle it. Give them the fleeting armor. I think I'm going to remove that as well. 15 stagger. Okay, hold up. We've got some options. Trick the light. Fire bolts. And shoulder bash. Come on, stun. Did not. However, they've got armor 1, so they should survive this without taking any damage here. Alright. So we have the bandages. Let's pop that now. None of them are doing anything at the moment, which is good. Okay, let's give them Hunker. And Rapid Release. Then we're going to do Field Ingenuity. And yeah, Readiness wasn't really that helpful, but that's okay. We killed them. That hurt a little, but it actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I was like, oh wait, all of these guys are just going to target my Arbalist. That's bad, right? Never mind, we're good. So we get Dream Fruit. We get an Exposed Cache. 8 Barrier, gain 2 Rune. 20 Staggered all enemies, or Empowered to the Lantern. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so I have 7 Scavengers available for things. Let's go for that, because we want to get the Super Grub. And then see what this gives me. We do get one of those. 3 damage and apply Rupture to all enemies. Adding Rupture to staggered enemies. That's interesting. The problem is we're not really building for Rupture. Yeah, I think we're just going to skip and leave. We can't do anything else here. However, we can take the Super Grub to her. Remove wounds from them. So they're no longer super gunked up. And we have Dream Fruit, which I guess we can only bring to her. Forget a combat card on one of my units. Getting rid of quick shot wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay, so we could also go to the Tinker. Oh, I think we wait. Because, yeah, we don't need those allies. We don't have that many actions. Old Mentor. Draft a new combat card for your units. Draw 2. Remove exerted from Bombardier. Huh. Gain energy equal to its stacks. Well, Reconnaissance is just amazing. Anything that gives flat draw with no cost is just good. It either pays for itself... Or, it either pays for itself, draw-wise, or at the very least is a net neutral. You spend 2+ in a turn, draw 2, Whenever a unit gains exerted, gains barrier, or rupture does splash damage. Definitely Soma tablets. Yeah, we want to go for a hard, we want to go for a hard exertion build if we can. Gain a random tech, or vestige of nobility. The preparations are hastening. It's just the finishing touches now, and it'll have a good cause for the Ascendant Court. This is it. Accept the token and wish him farewell, or do you decline and stay in touch? Let's stay in touch. One step closer. Because that could be useful for something. Okay, let's hope there isn't any cooldowns here. Fish for coins. Sure. Get some coins. Just gonna dump everybody in here. We've discovered the fountain. Well, that sucks. Okay. Humbly nestled in the marketplace, this is a sacred site for many. Different well-wishers often visit in the hopes of uplifting others. Well, my single-use unit gains a strength up. That sucks. So we can forget a lantern card. Or acquire this to gain max rune. +1. Power shield ain't terrible. Okay, so we can forget a lantern card. Sure. What do we get rid of? I don't actually know if we do. Like, I could get rid of Alacrity. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I can draft a unit action, or take your chances. Let's see what we get. Well met, Warden. I believe I may have something for you here. So we can get a mystery potion, deathless to your unit, feeble, tar, or does nothing. Sure. We get the Vial, does nothing. Well, that's tragic. Oh well. Alright, next cycle should be boss fight. We don't have the gunk anymore, so that should be good. Okay, units in the guard zone. And leave them out. So we have power shield. Opening salvo. Anything else? No. Let's start with the power shield. Okay, that was a bit more than draw 2. Oh. Empower the lantern. Oh, that's how it works. Well, Vial sadly does nothing. Looks like we have to hit him first. But we get a lockstep, so I can scoot this guy forward. We can actually do a thing. We have opening salvo. Gives them all armor break. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. I'm gonna... Do we use the bandages? Sure. Okay, so Inner Radiance. So we we maxed that out. Got it. Field Ingenuity. And load the cannon. Alright. So my archers are now going to do just boatloads of damage. Oh, unfortunately, I think these guys are bombs. Alright. So it's going to attack my lantern directly. Let's see. Next thing costs 0. Apply empowered to the lantern. It's already empowered. Draw some things. Try shoulder bashing. Okay, it's staggered. Do we reposition these guys? Sure. Let's just kill the living bomb. Because I think the frontliner is going to get killed. Maybe. Frontliner is dead, and then we just have these guys. Okay, so let's do... I think I'm going to do Hunker on that. Give it some barrier. Oh, it's got plenty, actually. Do an easy trigger. Let's do Reconnaissance. Load the cannon. Field Ingenuity. Trick the light. Alright. So that should be boatloads of damage. And yeah, they just blow up and hit the lantern, but I put so much barrier on the lantern it didn't matter. Well, that worked out. Okay, so we get battle experience. Recruitment center to exchange for unit squad size improvement. What? Okay, basic training. Fixation, rapid flurry. Initiative. So this is the knight. If they're... Fleeting armor to all friendlies. 12 damage to an enemy and then apply feeble. Oh god, all these are actually extremely good. So, rapid flurry makes it so the knight starts doing extra damage. Or extra hits, which is quite good. Is a little expensive, but maybe it's fine. The feeble to enemies would have actually been kind of good as well. Oh. So I need 25 or 100. Well, I didn't have enough money for that anyway, so good to just have that in the back. Get some favor. So we can go to the... We can go here, toss a coin, gain 2, no units in need of healing. Aww. This is easy favor. Okay. Market shortage. Wow. And now that's on cooldown for a while. Last second favor. Defend the noble. Either gain 25 coins or none at all. Gathered mass of peasants protest the prices of the market. A troubled noble stands in the middle. You recognize him from the foreman's crew. Just listen to reason. The food I sell is at a very fair price. A day's ration for a day's pay. Sure. Alright, let's keep going to the forum. Elders preaching echoes through the plaza, aglow with new light. Reaching the gathered masses, the sermon has grown rapturous. It is the seeker of light themselves in our moment of need. Praise be unto them. And that the corruption is now washed away. How may we honor thee? So pay for potential, acquire a dark metal. Or, yeah, let's go for the dark metal. Potential. Unfathomable faith in the face of unending calamity. So now every 3 turns we draw an extra card. Yeah, that should be good. Boss fight. And yeah, it is about 45 minutes per act. I think it's actually getting a little longer as it gets harder. I think that is the one major thing I will levy against this game is these runs are way too long. That, you know, for me, about an hour is kind of my upper limit. And then beyond that, I'm like, I actually kind of want to start over and try a new run in a different build. But on the flip side, it does let me sink my teeth into it, so I guess I don't have too much to complain about. I think the other thing I would have is that this game suffers from really heavy deck bloat. As far as I can tell, I always draw this many cards, and that's a little tricky. Do we do Intercept or Trick of the Light? Oh, is it just the Molter King again? It is. Yeah, it's maybe fine. Okay, so Armored Advance. Move him up. We have Caged Light. We have Sanctuary. Inner Radiance. Of Crushing Blow. But only if I move these guys up. Field Ingenuity. And load the cannon. Unfortunately, yeah, I think we're gonna get yeah, Barrier's gonna get hit here. At least he gets stunned to heck and back again. Okay, so she's applying barrier, he's getting stronger. I could manage that. Apply barrier. Right, first card is duped. Okay, so we don't actually have any of the things. It can give fleeting attack, but that's it. I think I want to just try and kill this guy. Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping for fire. I guess we actually have some options here. We have Hunker. Load the cannon. We can do Reconnaissance. Oh, I see. Not as useful as I thought it was going to be. Damn. Well, do I want to go for an easy trigger? Because I could do that. I think I'm just going to reposition them up, and yeah, we'll give them easy trigger. Just get them to be a bit stronger. Okay, there's fire bolts. Have him do an armored advance. And a smite. I do easy trigger, but I think we need that damage. Ow. At least he's extremely burning. 17. That's pretty good. Okay. Feeble and dizzy. Yeah, I don't have much for it. Alright, he's staggered. I mean, truly the best thing I've got at the moment is mostly just to take the front line out. Alright, power shield. So this'll dupe the first thing I do. Armor break's not that helpful. Could do a double intercept for a bunch of stagger. Yeah. Oh. Double your lantern card. What does this even do? That was not nearly as good as I was hoping it would be. Okay, not much for it. What is this? Potency of the attack during Queen's Gambit. Good to know. Oh, broke one of her bits. Alright, Sanctuary. Do we do Bunker? Okay, we have Crushing Blow. Not enough damage, it's fine. All we need to do is just set her on fire, I think, at this point. If we can get it. Okay, so she's doing a boost. I could probably do this. And Shield Slam for some more dizzy. Yeah, at some point we'll burn her. Okay, so she's doing 30 in that zone. Excuse me, let's not be there. Fire bolts. We do have Trick of the Light. I think I'm just going to keep giving this thing barrier, just in case she decides to siege it. Anyway, now she is very burning. And actually probably just dead. Hey, that hurt. But we got it. Okay, restore all living units to max health. And let's see what we get. Huh. How much further can we go? The city's sudden descent lens, okay. Increase squad members by 1. Determines the unit's base stats. And max number of empowered stacks. Yeah. Deadly development. Draft a new tech. Right, this is the boss relic. Start of each turn, gain energy. After you play a unit's card, exerted to that unit. The cycle causes the card to be banished. No, we definitely want Imprisoning Keep. So I could do battle experience, but I still don't have enough money. go here. Toss a coin, get some favor. We are kind of low on that. Let's see, buy delayed favor, go to the market. Could go here, see what I can get. But let's toss them here for the moment. We now have the work pit. Oh. So we can recruit an ally. Or potentially gain money. We definitely need money. Damn. At least our charisma goes up. And let's go here, see what we can find. So if you pass the check, upgrade a unit to its enhanced form. Otherwise, upgrade a card at random. Sure. Provide muscle. So we can just upgrade somebody's cards. I like quick draw on some of the repositions. That's not a bad idea. Draw 3. It's okay. I don't know why that's freaking out. So that makes opening salvo cheaper, which is tempting. Let's see, readiness. It makes it free. Plating armor 5. And rapid flurry 2. Oh. And I could do battle experience. We have the money at this point. Because I think I'm just going to boost these guys. Okay. Power core or a grub? Let's actually go for the power core. Because I don't need the grub right now. Or maybe I do. Oh well. Okay. Abyssal Circus. So I have 2 options. One option? I could try and just send the Arbalist out. No. Okay, let's start with Iron Fortress. Boost them immediately. Get a Trick of the Light. Ooh. They're actually hitting my lantern. That's rude. Okay, so what is this? Can hit everything. Do a power shield. Move those guys up so they don't take too much damage. Do I want to do a shoulder bash? Wasn't enough to take him out. Could draw some more. They've got plenty of barrier. They've got plenty of armor. Unfortunately, rapid release is not good. It's just frustrating. Oh well, let's just hunker for now. At least we can kill the Grimdark. Wasn't this guy like a mid-boss earlier? He was. I guess he's just now a dude. So Unbroken Gaze. So what does that do? Attack power and armor critically reduced. We also have Doom. Unplayable using Recycle on Doom puts in your draw pile. Okay, Knight takes damage equal to half its health. Stun an enemy for an extra turn. Yeah, it hurt. Alright, that's some good damage. We still have the Unbroken Gaze on us. Let's break that. And immediately go back. Let's see. We have Quick Shot. And I guess I have to Shoulder Bash that guy, because I can't do anything else. I guess we can cycle that, see if I can get something better. Inner Radiance. Sure. None of them are hitting my guys. I guess the one problem is we need Favor, and we've burnt through most of ours. Okay, so they're very burning. Iron Fortress is amazing. Hunker? Do Persistent Barrier. Unfortunately, that 99 armor is tough to work with. Never mind, we're good. Okay, so we have an Intercept, Hunker, Shoulder Bash. Let's just intercept him. Just do some damage. Okay, so we have Dread. It's unplayable, though. I think we just end turn. He's stunned. Unfortunately, I do need the Cannoneer. In retrospect, if we're doing this whole exertion thing. Okay, so I've got a couple of Scavengers. Let's swing this one, get some favor. Swing this one. Fail it entirely. Oh. So that just gives us barrier. Oh. What else do we have? Steel Monster Bone. Or a Super Grub. You know, I've never seen what the Monster Bone does. So let's go take a look at that. And then I think I'm probably going to call it here. I love this game. These runs are too long. Ooh, it's just one. Well, let's go Bombardier. Reason being... we are now exerted. Okay, so we have Power Shield. They're doing 4 damage to the Lantern. Yeah. Give him some Splash. There's all of my favor, but it's fine. Do a Trick the Light. Let's see. I think all things considered. I could do a Signal Shot, or I could just do Trick the Light, give him some Persistent Barrier. I think we'll do that for now. Okay, so we have Signal Shot. Hit that guy. Lockstep to move. Didn't work. Well, that's unfortunate for me. Okay, so he's still exerted. He is. Oh, shit. That was the wrong one. Okay. load the cannon, then we do field ingenuity. Then I'm going to have that hunker load the cannon again. Alright, there we go. Now I understand how to get this character to work. Barrier to friendlies. Signal shot. Trick of the light. Integrity. Let's move these guys forward. If we can they not? Oh, they're webbed. Well, I think this worked out. Once again, if I start with the lantern, get that exerted, then it's not a problem. We should have a decent amount of persistent barrier. Hard to tell. Kill that guy. End turn. There we go. Bit of a wonky build. I definitely need to get them some cards. Cards and upgrades. Okay, so I could go here for something. Another dream fruit. Actually pretty happy about that. Let's forget a combat card. So he's got... I don't like load the cannon that much. They've got quick shot, which I do not like. They're pretty solid. I don't like readiness that much. And while I want to get rid of a bunch of these, I'm not using them that much. What's the upgraded version? Fleeting attack 6. Let's get rid of that. Monster bone. Craft a perk for a unit. So we can get reservist. Start the turn if the unit's in the support zone. Next card costs 1 less. No. Start of each turn, if they have no barrier, gains 4 barrier. Let's definitely go for that. Because yeah, I'm not using the knights too much. Okay, well, anyway, I'm going to leave us here. This is a very long video, and I'm not actually sure how far we are from being done. This is the 3rd region. Is there 4? It seemed like if we check the map, depth 3. I'm assuming... Screw it. Well, no. I'm assuming there's 1 more depth after this. 9 damage to an enemy, burning to all enemies in that zone. Easy trigger plus would be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna snag that. Alright. Yeah, it's one of those where, like, I adore this game, I want to play more of it. I wish it was shorter. I like the fact that you're descending depths, but I'd much rather it be just, like, just one region. I don't know, it's just... It's one of those where you have to sit down for a whole evening of this game rather than single sittings, and, like, it's kind of almost the complete opposite of Monster Train for me. And as such, it's kind of a personal preference thing of, like, I want to love this game, I enjoy it thoroughly, it's got so many good ideas. I just wish the rounds were just a little bit faster, or the runs were a little bit faster so I could really sink my teeth into multiple runs, as opposed to, like, you know, 1 3-hour run here and there, if that makes sense. I don't know. Either way, like, it's a fantastic game, the build quality is fantastic, I love the tactical, like, I guess it's a tactical roguelike deck building element, but rather than using a grid, it's just entirely guard zone, support zone. I think that's an extremely good way of handling, you know, unit positioning without making you fiddle with, like, my unit's going to move to this tile and then do that thing, because that's even slower, and I don't like that. And so this actually feels quite good to me. It's just one of those where it's, like, truly my only complaint is too long, but is also one of those that, yeah, if I want to sit down and play more of this, I think I'm going to have to stream it, I think is the answer. You know, just go for a full playthrough. I might do a second video where I finish this run. But then after that, if I want to play any more of this game, it will either largely be for, you know, major releases, like when the game gets big updates or like comes out in 1.0, or whenever I feel like it, we will see it, but mostly I'll just load it up for a stream here and there, because it is insanely good, and I feel like it would fit well into a streamed experience instead. Anywho, I guess with all of that said, might as well mention that As We Descend is available now on Steam, so if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It is $30 normally, down to $25 at launch, which I think is a very fair price for the sheer production value that this game presents. Not the cheapest roguelike deck builder, but it is definitely one of the best. And since it's in early access, it probably still has a ways to go. It seems like they're planning on being in early access for about a year. And as kind of a nice bundle, I believe, yeah, if you own Frostpunk or Starvaders, you can actually get a bundle and get a further discount. So there's the, yeah, As We Descend X Starvaders or City Must Survive, and so, yeah, even cheaper for people who own those games. Well, for now at least, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, it helps more than you know, and if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.